Okay, and happy birthday, Pisces. So I'm going to start out here with the cards on the side here. So what I'm looking at right now, of course, starts you out with your celebratory month. So Three of Cups, of course, is the celebration card. So I feel like there's some kind of a gathering that's coming in for this month, and I would suspect it's in regards to your birthday month. And for those of you that have a little birthday or have birthdays a little further out, certainly happy birthday. I know you're not all having it in this particular month, but either way, Three of Cups does represent, anything around, supportive connections and happy family and all of that. So I feel like that's what's happening right now. I just feel like you're in a space where there is some kind of celebration. Just again, it's kind of just an association with good friends and people around. And it just overall feels like that group interaction is positive because we are followed up here by the Page of Cups with that energy. So the Page of Cups again does bring in good news, good information, and this could be even something Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio related. Could also be influencing the read, and of course this is you coming in your own reading as well, but it just feels like it's something that kind of gives you a bit of a break. Page of Cups is sort of a smaller sort of event, smaller level event of a gift, but it does sort of suspect that it kind of puts you into a positive place. So I just want you to know that you're in a more of a better emotional state, at least in the beginning part of the month. I want to say toward the end, there is going to be something of a little bit of a challenge, but we'll get to that further out. But right now, I just see that things are looking pretty good. And, you're just feeling a lot more enthusiastic and emotional about the beginning of this month. So, Page of Cups also is followed up by the Magician. Now, the Magician, of course, is that card that has, you've got all the tools, you know how to use your resources. It's having a certain skill set and being able to bring something to the world that, that's unique to you. But again, it's information or something that's coming in from the ether, from the spirit world, and it's about how do you manifest it and bring it down into something that's more concrete with the Magician. So it's still in that air sort of energy, but it's a powerful energy nonetheless because you have to have a vision before you can actually make something occur. So that's really where things are at. The Magician tells me that there is some level of a skill that you're elevating in some way because it is a powerful influence. Like I said, it deals with synchronistic events and sort of recapturing something here. But again, I just feel like it's a really positive mastering your, with through the help of other connections as well. But either way, Three of Cups, Page of Cups, Magician is all about again, community celebrations by networking and teamwork and partnerships, and definitely that's playing a role in your success and how you get achievements or move up the scales, however you want to say it. Anyway, you are celebrating an achievement nonetheless here as well. It definitely feels like you're opening doors for further opportunities. But I want to say, even though there is some kind of an event here that has a strong emotional connection, and again, there's lots of joy and unity around that, with supportive relationships, but there's also something here with the Page of Cups telling me that there is an emotional curiosity or a creative curiosity about something that you would like to try. And again, that's why the Magician is here. So there's something here about going on this journey where there is going to be some growth, but it's almost like it's a bit unconventional for you in this creative space. Just because of that Page of Cups next to the Magician. So there's something here that kind of speaks to, it's making you feel more open and creative and nurturing, and you're just in that headspace all around. You're in a feeling headspace. But again, it's almost like you enable for something to manifest or happen here. You're going to have to use all your skills to make that happen. It is reliant on this connection, this support network that you have as well, to make something happen. But again, if you're looking at starting some kind of a new business or launching a new project or whatever, and I say that because I pulled cards off to the side. Hello, Neville. That speak to the Justice, the Six of Swords, and the Fool card. So again, there's something here about you doing. The Fool card is a 2.0, so that means it's something you've done before, but you're trying to make it better. You're trying to improve in some other way here, but either way, it's still something relatively new you're trying to reignite again. So there's something of a career situation that you're trying to bring forward, and again, it's looking at it from an innovative perspective. And again, sorry, I just ate something here, but it's again looking at things from an innovative perspective. But again, lots of engagement from other people, teamwork, and others that will help you along the way here. That collaboration is necessary at this time. But either way, the magician empowers you to take action and use your skills, and then turn, your abilities into some kind of a reality by bringing everything together. And that's where you're at. So that's what I feel is kind of the main energy out here. There is no major arcana. So, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The Fool was the major arcana. Everything else is basically a smaller minor, and that means that if this is kind of dealing with more day-to-day events. However, the new project idea seems to be more the major event for what's coming in the month of March. But either way, I just feel like you will have to rely on your support systems, that those connections, which will help kind of bring about this shared purpose in some way. Teamwork required. Okay, so we also have something here on the sense of a relationship that seems to be you trying to align your actions with something around the heart space. So again, I would say that there is something good news or something that is being brought forward more along the emotional state with relationships seems to be more toward the end of the month, but the beginning of the month seems to be more along your career oriented sort of focus. So you're really focusing more on your collaborations, but in how they can benefit you in your professional sphere or in your, your personal professional sphere, if that makes any sense. The King of Wands next to the Strength card and the Temperance card. This is somebody who's got a lot of leadership. So this is a father figure, mature energy. Could be you or another person here as well. But you're seeing in that energy of having a lot of having a lot more confidence and a strong drive to make something happen. So I feel like you're really focused on your ambitions at this time. And again, strong information that comes through here around relationships or endeavors that speak to achieving goals that are inspirational. So somehow inspiration is at hand with this. You do have the strength to kind of push through and face any challenges up ahead here, but I feel like a lot of inner fortitude and self-control to overcome whatever obstacles you're facing are really what's at hand. So emotional struggles, conflicts, external pressures, whatever that is, you're going to persevere with that strength card. The temperance, again, it's balancing out. There's almost a healing modality to whatever it is that you're trying to engage with. And again, it still speaks to a period of transition, but you're kind of blending some opposing forces with your desires and your actions to kind of lead that to your personal fulfillment. So again, stay grounded, avoid any extremes. You want to maintain emotional and mental equilibrium. Now, I say that as well because we're also kind of up against some cards here on the side. Maybe I'll bring this forward here. So we do have the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is up against the Five of Wands, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Ten of Cups. So again, the combinations are just on the side here, but I just want to show that the Five of Cups is kind of where you're at. So it looks like there's going to be something that's a little bit disappointing that feels like conflict, competition, or something here around energies clashing. So feelings are definitely at play because of the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. But I definitely feel like, whether this is, it looks like a small disagreement of some sort, but it's just frustrating, I would say, when you're trying to grow something or, adapt it into being, so to speak. King of Swords, and again, that's more the cards that are further out, they're clarifying. So again, there is a disagreement of some sort, and it just feels like you're up against a little competitive energy there. Somebody who doesn't agree with what you're doing. But that King of Swords, again, this could be lawyer energy, this could be legal, this could be contractual as well. But there is something that kind of speaks to trying to get clear on what you're doing, using your intellect, and being more logical and strategic in the way that you come to terms with something that's very emotional for you. That's how you're approaching the situation, level-headed, and again, focusing on, the things that are well thought out, basically. Now, it is followed up by the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands tells me things are moving in a more direction. So it's like you win the argument, basically, is what I'd say there. So it feels like you're back into feeling more energetic, more excitement. And again, whether that is a little further out into April, it just remains to be, seen at this point. But it does certainly speak to high level of energy and enthusiasm. So you're approaching the situation with more passion and more more mindful, but it's kind of look that energy is kind of in and out. So it feels like you could be, strong drive to get there. You're certainly on a passionate exploration of something that really makes you tick. But then it looks like there might be some periods where you sort of pull back and then you go back to it again. And then you know what I mean? Like it's sort of on again, off again. But it definitely is something that's going to bring about abundance and your happiness. Like it's family happiness. It is going to bring about a fair amount of creativity, or it's going to require a lot of creativity, but it's going to grow and exponentially, and there's going to be a lot of abundance with it, and it's going to create a lot of family reconnection here, a lot of emotional fulfillment. So whatever it is, whatever this is, it's going to be something that really um, really helps to balance everything, in terms of your those that you're deeply connected with, your support system, your foundation. So how these all kind of come together again is there may be something of an emotional setback or disappointment toward the end of the month. Again, just know that you have the inner resources to heal it and find that balance and move forward again, but it is an opportunity for you emotionally to sort of renew again. But we also had that Five of Wands, King of Swords, so you are using your mindset to kind of push through, and you're even though the Knight of Wands has kind of an impulsivity sort of energy, it also has a take action confidence sort of energy. So I don't feel like you're in that impulsive energy. It feels like you're more along the lines of staying confident to achieve something that you need to sort of fix. Again, you are in a position to take charge of your life with the King of Wands and the Strength card, because they're both really powerful cards that support leadership and determination and courage. It is all about, without that combination, it's career, personal relationships, self-development are at play, especially when I see the Empress coming out. Could be mother figure here as well. But either way, it just feels like you're well supported and you're really following your instincts on things, and there will be growth. So again, persevere. Things will turn around here, but there is a little bit of an argument or something here that's testing you at the end of the month. But the beginning of the month starts out pretty good. You're reconnecting, you're feeling strong, and I feel like that's how you're approaching your any tensions that month is, you're clear-headed and you don't deal with the conflict from any other standpoint. You're not letting your emotions cloud your judgment, nothing like that. It just feels like you are standing in a place of you're going to be healing something toward the end of the month, like I said, but it re-empowers you in some way. So again, emotional growth and lots of balance that's showing up here. Your vision is fairly good, actually, because even with the Four of Wands energy down here, it does affect the home front. We definitely have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Four of Swords with the Knight of Swords, and they also have the Three of Swords, and then there's the Knight of Pentacles, slow money coming in, dealing with something that relates around a larger organization that could be something that you're relying on that money for. But Four of Swords, again, it's like rest, recovery, holding back, taking the time to reflect and figure something out. And again, it's because you're dealing with some kind of stress or emotional turmoil toward the end of the month, but you're allowing yourself the time to heal and reflect and, contemplate your next move. Knight of Swords is definitely representing bold action there. But again, Queen of Cups, I mean, again, you could be dealing with somebody who is, could be mother figure. It's definitely representing as someone who has a really nurturing, calm, cool head for the most part. But again, this is just something here more water oriented, I would say, for whoever it is that you're dealing with. So again, sentimental kind of person, that kind of thing. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio still, but a lot of intuition that you're having to sort of rely on. But I feel like this is somebody around the home front here that is helping you to, kind of prosper or move forward in some way. So again, your emotions have a powerful impact on your health as well, which would affect, in this particular combination, feet, lymph system, reproductive, and digestion. So massage and exercise, all of those things for sure are good pairing. But I want to tell you that, it is a dependable connection here. So there's a lot of strong self-esteem that's coming through, and this connection is really helping with that. Now, we Bringing forward the Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Again, rest and recovery, but it's like a swift recovery after some kind of sorrow or emotional pain or some kind of, argument of sorts where there's been some harsh words. But I just want you to know that it will still lead to deeper growth, deeper connection, deeper emotional understanding. And even though Knight of Pentacles represents the hard work and the money coming in a little bit on the slow side, after this Three of Swords energy, uh, there is still a sense that you're building stable, long-lasting bonds here. It's going to require your patience and effort over a longer haul. That's all. So take one step at a time in terms of finances, in terms of relationships. And again, there's something here about remaining, structured and relying on tradition for that stability, because that conformity seems to be very important to you. So established systems are helping you to grow at this time, and you are placing your faith in the larger structure for your stability. So again, that can also be larger community or family, but also anything that deals with corporate energy, with the Hierophant. So there is something about slower money coming through here, but there has been some kind of a bit of a setback at the end of the month. um, Now there is something here that also speaks to, you're building stability and commitment with the Four of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So it does suggest, despite that emotional setback here, it does still speak to there being some kind of, established foundation that you're still going to allow you to slow and steady progress. Just know that, your emphasis right now is on the value of structure and tradition and commitment. Those established systems of wisdom are really helping you to get past whatever this is toward the end of the month. There is an emotional and spiritual sort of situation that's growing here between you and this Queen of Cups. So again, whoever this resonates for, and again, you're not making a decision on a Monday or a Wednesday, it's just a general read, but it is helping you to guide through that healing process. So this could be a trusted mentor, a trusted person, or somebody who's a confidant for you, but you're moving steadily forward. Like I said, you're taking the time to heal what needs to be healed, recharge, reflect, and before you process any action. So you want to go through this month with clear intentions, and that's what I feel is going to happen here. But again, just be mindful that at the end of the month there is a little bit of an upsetting scenario here. Minor arcana, nothing major. It is going to just sort of throw you off a little bit though. So we've got the Fool card and the Swords, as well as the Justice card. And following that at the very end here is the Ace of Cups, or Ace of Wands. So what I would say there is, overall, the it does really speak to there being a fair amount of, like, there's a powerful new beginning that is you're going to transition into. Now the Fool means you're thinking about it right now, you're putting some, ideas, some things behind it, because it's a 2.0 card. So you've done it before, you're just making it better now. So there definitely speaks to, kind of revisiting something that you've done, but taking it the extra step. So I want to say that continue to go through with it, because it is going to upscale you in some way. Like I said, it's taking another leap of faith, but it's a new level of awareness here. So there's going to be some kind of new energies that you haven't faced before, but there's also a certain awareness or upgrade that you do have. You might have to learn a few more skills for, but again, either way, there's potential and possibility that's going to lead you into a direction here. With the Six of Swords, again, it feels like it's an unknown journey or experience, but it feels like you're going to be moving to calmer waters here after this little point of, turmoil or whatever at the end there. So either way, you've got your new beginning. You're going to make the decision, based on facing the consequences, using your logic and so forth. But overall, I just feel like you're in a place where ultimately things are going to transition to an amazing new start for you. Not only do you have the Fool, you have the Justice, but you also have the support of the Ace of Wands. So this is a creative idea. It's a whole new step into the unknown for you. This is something, something good, like I said. But just give yourself the time to sort of face that uncomfortable truth or whatever there. But either way, you will find peace, at the end of it here. So the Justice card does mean that things will sort of square out here at the end. And again, that is somewhere in around the range of end of March to the beginning of April. That's what I have for you. Just doing a quick read for you guys. Keep moving forward and never give up. And until my next read.